Hello Aces and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to build the Fleet Finch. Now this is a Canadian trainer aircraft that was used in the right at the end of the 1930s. So it had its first flight on February 8th, 1939. So that was only a few months before the start of the Second World War. And throughout World War II, this plane was being used as a trainer here in Canada to teach pilots how to fly. So then later on, if they go to war, then they'll be able to fly stuff like Spitfires and Hurricanes and all that stuff, and maybe eventually Lancasters and all that stuff. So yeah, this is basically how pilots would learn to train. There was also another trainer aircraft that will be coming out in the future, which will be the Harvard. So keep an eye out for that one. But right now, we are doing the Fleet Finch. So this aircraft is very easy to make. There are only 3 layers to it. Well, technically 2 building layers, and then the third one's basically the third one is basically just includes the wings and the tail and everything. But yeah, so it's a cool little airplane. And if you want to build it, you are going to need black wool buttons, nether brick fence, sandstone stairs, sandstone slab, nether brick slab, spruce fence gate, cobblestone wall, and a block of iron. Now, if you look at pictures of the Fleet Finch, you will notice that it's very yellow. And I tried to find the most yellow block I could to involve blocks and stairs and slabs. So that's why I chose the sandstone. Also, I want to mention, depending on the version of the Fleet Finch you want to make, some of them are different. This is based off the earlier version, so this is probably like the MK1 or MK2 version. But if you wanted to build later versions of the Fleet Finch, they actually will have an enclosed cockpit. Meanwhile, my cockpit is all open on this one because it's an earlier model. But yeah, the later ones, you can enclose the cockpit on it. I'm sure you can look at pictures of it to see what I mean. But anyways, let's get started. Okay, so for some extra materials that I've noticed on the build that we will need is glass and nether brick stairs. So to get started, you're going to place a glass block here. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these are just placeholders. Then you're going to on the out parts of the glass, you're just going to and going back by 1, you are just going to place your black wool here. And then you're going to place a nether brick fence on each of the ends, facing the inside. And then you're going to grab a button. You're going to put buttons on either side. And then you're just going to raise this up by 1. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your sandstone blocks, and you're going to have a 3, and then a 1, and then you're going to grab a black piece of wool, and you're going to have a 1 on the front. And then what you're going to do is grab your sandstone stair. You can place 1 on each side. So for this nether brick stair, you are going to come to the front of the airplane here, or in front of the stair, and you're going to place it facing forward. So you're going to have like this and like this. So you can kind of see it attaches. I mean, you also could have it like this, but it looks better when it's like that, I find. So counting this block, or counting these 2 blocks, you're going to have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to have a stair at the end of that. And I believe then you're just going to have you're going to have a slab, I think, at the end. Let me just go see really quickly what we need. I also want to make sure I counted this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it should be 9 in total. First, let's just make sure we actually have 9 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm missing 1 block. Place 1 block here. And I don't know why my game is dropping frames. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My game was just dropping frames, and so I just lowered the render distance a little bit, and I think it worked. So what you're going to do now is you're actually going to come to the back. You're going to miss this block here. You're going to have a slab here. We're going to start from the back because it's easier. My game is still dropping frames. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Anyways, let's just continue. I could still do this. Then what you're going to do is you are going to come to the back of the fuselage here, and you're going to have a upside down stair facing kind of backwards, like this, facing this way. So you're going to do that, and then you're going to have a stair like that, and then you're just going to connect this all together like that. Really, really easy stuff. And there is the base of your airplane. Oh, and one other thing you're missing is this little the little kind of stub at the bottom of the plane, because it is a tail dragger. So for that, you're just going to grab your nether brick fence. You're gonna go 1, 2 back, and then it's just gonna be just right on these two like this. And there is the bottom of your plane done. Okay, so now for the wings of the plane, you're going to come right here. So at this first stair that we placed, and you're going to, and actually this block here is actually a stair. So you're going to replace this with stairs, just like that. So replace that block that we placed earlier with stairs. This does not connect right now, but it will connect when we get to the next layer. So you're going to grab your sandstone slab here, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is going to go 3 wide, and then you're just going to fill in like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, where you're just going to fill it in. And then you're going to grab your nether brick slab, and then you're going to delete these two, and you're going to place another brick slab on each of these ends. Now, what this is for, in case you're wondering what this is for, on a lot of these like kind of early 1930s to like even like World War II planes, you're gonna notice this black stripe going along the wings. That is actually the part where the pilot is allowed to walk on the wing without breaking it. Because if you walk on this part of the wing, you would pretty much like bend the airframe, like bend the wings, and they would just break kind of thing on some airplanes. But this is kind of like the hardest point of the wings. So this allows the pilots to climb into the airplane and climb into the cockpit, basically. So that's basically what that's for, in case you were always wondering what that is. So, but anyways, let's get on to the next part. Okay, for the next part, you are going to grab your black wool, and you're just going to put 2 black wool blocks here. You're going to grab a block of iron, and you're going to have your block of iron coming here and right here, and you can have one more back. This is just to make your engine inside. And then you're going to place another black wool block here with a button. A button right on the end of that. And then you're going to grab your spruce fence gates, but in order to place fence gates down, you're going to have to place blocks underneath. And then you can place your fence gates, because you can't place fence gates. Like if I delete one, I can open them, but I can't place any, because you need to have a block underneath in order to be able to place them. And I just want to see, oh, they go on the black part. Okay, so yeah, don't put them here. They go right on the black piece here. So like that, and then you're going to come out like this, and then you can just place your 2 right here. And then what you're going to have on this block of iron is you're just going to basically make this is the plane's exhausts and all that stuff. And I might as well just place the upper one as well. But that's basically kind of like the exhausts for the engine. So yeah. And then what you're going to do is you could just, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to the top after. Then you're going to go to the side, and you're just going to bring this all the way down until it misses just this one here. So basically overhangs by 1. Then you're going to have a block right in here. So you do the same thing on the other side. You're just going to drag this all the way down, and then you're just going to come out by 1. So there we go. So that finishes this part, and there is still the little tail wings we'll do. We'll do that next. Okay, so what you're going to do is come to the back of the plane. You're going to have a slab in here. Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to have 2, and then a 1, just like that. So that is how you build your elevators. You're going to put a slab in here, and then add 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to have 2, and then a 1. So there we go. So there's that part of the plane done. So now we're going to get on to the top part. So we're almost done the build. Okay, for the next part, you are going to have a black wool block here. You're going to grab your nether brick stairs, and you're going to have them facing this way. Like you're going to have them facing kind of the front, And then you're going to grab your sandstone stairs again, and you're going to have them on the back. So it should turn them like this. So it kind of mirrors the bottom part. Is kind of what it is. Kind of what I was doing with that. And then you're going to grab your blocks. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to have a slab. You're going to have a stair facing this way. And then you're going to go on the back. And then you're going to have a slab on here. So you have a stair facing this way, sideways, and then facing backwards, and then you're going to have a slab right here. And now what you're going to do is you are just going to, I'm just going to see how much blocks, we can actually put in the floor of the cockpit now. So you're going to leave like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. So right here, you're just going to have, you could just place 5 blocks and going over this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right here is going to be your cockpit floor. And there is another block that fits into here. And then you're gonna have now this is a 2-seater plane, so you're gonna have 2 blocks in here. This is supposed to be like your instrument panel, and like for the both pilot and trainer. And the pilot would sit in the back while the trainer would be at the front. I'm pretty sure it could be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure it's like that. So, but then you can we'll just put the glass on it and everything. So you can put some glass. Now again, depending on your version, if you're building the later ones, you can just fully enclose it. But I'm building the earlier versions, so I'm going to leave it open. So now we'll just build the vertical stabilizer for the plane. So you're going to grab your sandstone blocks. Just give me a second. Minecraft's dropping frames again. I'm literally running at 3 FPS. I don't know why. Okay, so for the vertical stabilizer, you are going to place 1 block right on the end, and then you're going to grab your sandstone stairs, and you're just going to put 2 of them up like that. And that's basically it for the tail, or for the vertical, like tail, vertical stabilizer, whatever you want to call it. Now, what you're going to do is right here, you're going to grab your nether brick fence, and you're just going to extend this up by 1. And now we're going to put the struts in for the wings. So you're going to leave 2 blocks from the wing, and you're going to place 1 here. So you're going to leave these 2, the end blocks, and you're going to have 1 here and 1 right here. And then it's going to go up, and then you're going to go to the side like this. So you're going to make it kind of look like this. And then you're going to have another 2 up like here. Let me just fix that. There we go. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to leave 2, these 2, and you're going to have 1. And then 1 like here, so you're going to leave a gap in the middle. And then you're just going to come up like that. And then you're going to come up like that. And then right here, you are going like right in line with this wing here. Or actually, no, you're going to go 1 forward. You're going to have 1 here and 1 right here. 1 here and 1 right here. Now, the thing about this plane, and this is actually realistic for biplanes, is the top wing is actually slightly more forward than the bottom wing. So at least for the Fleet Finch it has this, but I'm pretty sure other biplanes have that too. But I think a lot of them have their wings nice and even. But for this one, the wings, I noticed on the pictures that the top wing is slightly more forward than the bottom wing. So that's why we kind of have it built like this. And as you can see, it's moved forward by 1. Actually, no, it's not even here. The struts for the fuselage. So if we just take these out, right where the stair is, you're going to place 1 here, and then you're going to place 1 here and 1 right there. So then you're going to grab your slabs again, and then this is going to, you're basically going to cover up all of this, but you're going to then delete 1 here, and then this is going to go pretty much exactly in line with the bottom wing. So you don't even have to count it. You just got to make it even with the bottom wing. And then it's still going to be a 3. But as you can see, I think, hang on a second, there's something's not right here. Something's not right, because if you look at it, it doesn't fully connect and it's a 3. Okay, let me go check this out, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I found out what I did wrong. So, what you're going to have to do is that this wheel should be right here. If you look at the design here. So yeah, you're going to have to move everything. So I'll just quickly do that. So I could suffer with you guys at moving this. So yeah, I wasn't, I guess I just was not paying attention, but yeah, the wheel gets moved here, and then all you have to do, this is just an easy move. You could just bring this here, and then delete this back one, and then you could just fill it up right here. And we will have to do the same thing on the other side, and we're just gonna rebuild this quickly as well. So for this, you're just gonna have your 2 like that, and then you're gonna have 2 more up like this. But this should be fixed much better. So you do the same thing here. You delete that, and then you're going to have your buttons again, and then should just attach it there. So yeah, it was the forward one, not the other one. That's why it wasn't lining up properly. Yeah, and then all you gotta do is just change this, and then replace the slab here. I'm just kind of doing this very fast, but you guys could probably know what to do on this. And then just remember to leave your 2, and then you're going to put 2 more like that. You're basically just rebuilding it, but you're just moving it up slightly. And then you can just redo your wings. There we go. So now it will line up much better now. So this will go in the forward part like this. Yeah, so now this is fixed. And then just right where the stairs are, you are just going to place your nether brick slab, your nether brick fence right here. So you can just do the same thing here, like that. And that's pretty well it. So I do apologize for that mistake. I guess it was just me not paying attention of where the position of the landing gear strut was, and like with the wheels, I moved it back slightly instead of like forward. I only noticed it when I went off camera. So, well, it is early in the morning when I'm recording this, so I'm still quite tired, so that's probably why. But anyways, we fixed it now, so hopefully that didn't cause you too many problems. And but good news, we are pretty much finished the plane. We're basically finished the airplane now. So after you do all that change and you put the wings on, you're done the build. So one more thing I want to mention before we leave, that for the cockpit, it's because of how small this plane is, like because of the scale as well. It is a 2-to-1 scale, by the way, but even still, it's still going to be very hard to detail this cockpit. You'll either have to place a seat, or you can just place an instrument panel, whatever you want. But yeah, so because of how small the plane is, you won't get a very large cockpit space. So it's the only unfortunate thing about this build. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you guys on the next one later.